with all the other Taupo locals, I've been to Roots Waffle Cafe quite a few times now, and I've loved every time, and I only hear good things about this place. I wanted to get to know the people behind the business and what makes them tick, what makes them love doing business here in Taupo, and why we should support local and support them. So over to Nikki, the owner, operator and mastermind behind Roots Waffle Cafe.
So my husband and I are from South Africa originally. So been in New Zealand now for 6 years. We moved over with our girls. We got a young family, and I was previously in corporate for many years. Dabbled in hospitality in and out. A cake maker and baker by trade. And when we got to New Zealand, I decided that's it, no more corporate. I was going to do something far easier. I was going to stay home with my little girl who was 10 months old at the time. And I was home for about 3 months and decided I can't do this, I need to go back to work, I must work. So got back into hospitality, started baristering a couple of the cafes around town and things. And then just before COVID hit, we started the process of looking into buying our own cafe. COVID hit, that brought everything to a halt. And then after COVID, we went back into it, took another year and a bit, and eventually we found this cafe that was for sale and did all our business plans in the bank. Went, yep, okay, cool. And we decided that for me it was really important to bring a bit of South Africa to Taupo. I miss home terribly. It's been a long 6 years that we've been here, but I love New Zealand. And for me, roots is putting our roots down in here at Taupo and bringing our roots to New Zealand. We've got a wonderful team.
Who is working today?
So we've got Uno, she's our head barista. I've got Serenity, she's a barista who is she's almost up there. She's 19. She makes phenomenal coffee, but she's on her way towards being one of our other head baristas. Inka's here from Germany. She's traveling at the moment, so she's here with us for a couple months. And then in the kitchen we've got our head chef Kitty and our sous chef Jess.
Nice. And then yourself and
yes, myself and hubby. We do all bits and pieces.
And many hats.
On all the tools. My reason for getting up every morning is that every person who walks through the store, I exceed their expectations. And it doesn't matter how many times they've been here, that every time, if I exceed those expectations, then we've done our job. You know, South Africa hospitality is massive. We know it's a tourist country, and I miss that. And we just do things slightly differently. And if I can just share a little bit of that, and you walk in the door and my girls are smiling and you feel like you've had an amazing time here, then we've done our job. And that's what's so important. So our menu is inspired by Warren and my favorite restaurant back in South Africa. We always went on holiday down the coast, and there was a place called the Waffle Hut, and that's where the waffles come from. So waffles are not uniquely South African, but we use a genuine Brussels wheat recipe, so they're not the very heavy pre-made waffle type mix you would normally get. So it's basically a South African fusion with local classics. Everything we do is offered on a waffle, or you can have it swapped out for a bagel or sourdough or something like that. But waffles are our thing. Flavors from throughout Africa in here. So our shakshuka is done a traditional Tunisian way. Our burgers are done as a boerewors burger, which is a traditional South African sausage. It normally comes in a spiral. But we've turned those into a burger patty. And then we do all our classics. Eggs Benny comes on a waffle, or you can have it on sourdough. So we've got all our savoury waffles, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free options on here. And then we do our favourites. Our baboti is another South African one. We've got our classic kiwi fish and chips on a waffle, some salads, and then we've got all our sweet waffles. So you've got a whole shebang of those. We do kids waffles, kids meals, and then we do birthday waffles. So if you're celebrating your birthday, you get a free birthday waffle with us. Come in. Get a candle and a balloon in it, and that's everything. And then we do all the South African treats, our samosas, milk tarts, cook sisters, all those kinds of things. And then the most important part of our cafe, dog menu. So we do puppuccinos, which is whipped cream sprinkled with biltong, or we do a hot dogalet, which is oat milk and carob and honey, and then we do icicles for summer, and jelly and dog treats. And then our dogs are all welcome inside, and then we tag them and put them on our dog wall. So this is our Bokke burger.
Yeah.
Bokke being our South African Springbok rugby team.
Yeah.
That's what it's named after. And that is our boerewors patty, which is spiced with things like coriander, cumin, nutmeg, or spice. It's those warm flavors, which is very traditional South African sort of cooking. We have very, very flavorful cooking back home. So all of our food is hopefully a massive flavor burst. That's made on our Brussels waffle. It's topped with caramelized onion marmalade, and then we do a monkey gland sauce on top. No monkeys in the monkey gland sauce, and that again is another traditional South African relish, barbecue relish.
What about the cabinet treats? So is that something you do?
Yeah, we make all our cabinet treats. The only thing we don't make is our raw vegan slice, because we don't have a separate kitchen for that. So it's just, we don't specialize in that. We have the options, but we get those. We've got again bagels, salads, toasties. We've got a few of our South African things in there, like our milk tarts, our cook sisters. So there's something for everyone, gluten-free, vegan, all of those sort of options. So this is our cookies and cream waffle, which is a white chocolate sauce, cream and crushed Oreos. And we've added a sugar cookie, tombstone, a floating ghost, and some sour worms for our graveyard waffle Halloween special.
When is this available?
So this is going to be available this weekend.
Yeah.
So running from Saturday morning through to the end of October. So for those 4 days of Halloween.
Yeah.
No, when we first got to New Zealand, we came straight to Taupo.
Yeah.
Which I'm incredibly grateful for, because I don't think I would have settled in a big city. I love the community here, and I love just being in this environment. We feel like we're on holiday every day.
Yeah.
You drive to work along the lake there, it's beautiful, and it's just, everyone's happy, everyone's excited, everyone's keen to be here. It's just such a good vibe. So I love the holiday feel.
Yeah.
We always said that we would love to take Roots to the rest of New Zealand and have something in different places. So like eventually go to the coast and have a burger shack, a Roots burger shack. So Taupo will have waffles, and the coast will have burgers, and the mountains something else. So it's honing in on that vibe all the time, that holiday vibe. It would be a supplier. I would shout out Misfits Garden. They're local girls, and we get all our fresh produce from them, and they are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Had them before.
Yeah. They're
Which is
amazing.
awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.